This is a game from tail end of last year. Divisioned up with a couple of guys. I believe this was a DD 214 clan. If I'm not mistaken. So I've already shortened the video to bypass the initial positioning, but I spawned over by the C cap, so I am going to the C cap. Honestly, I don't remember a whole lot about this game. I just know how it ends, and it's pretty interesting. So I pull into the C cap, and I have a Phoenix and a Texas, two gentlemen in my division, in my clan at the time, and they are basically joining me. Cap is not contested. I'm going to put some torps out there, just preemptive torps. And see if I can persuade this gentleman not to push me. Obviously, the Cleveland now is a tier 8 ship, so this video is a little old, and I do mean the tail end of last year, 2017. I think I recorded it in December. So here come my division mates to give me a hand, and ironically, I have never been spotted, but I take some damage from the Cleveland as he shoots at the Phoenix. So yeah, I've got some edits in the video. I don't recall what they actually are. So you'll have to excuse the voiceover on this one, as I'm not necessarily sure what some of the edits I did are. So we got a CV in this game, one on each team, and the CV spotted me and given my position away, and I decided to smoke up and shoot. Yeah, my AA isn't doing any good, and now we have no spotting. Our Phoenix took a beating. I believe he took a torp from the CV. So I'm going to get out and see if I can give him a hand. Of course, I put torps out on this Cleveland, and the Cleveland is way too far. Now, my guess is I either just wanted to push him away, or thought maybe he would turn back in. Either way, if he continues backing up, he'll be out of the range. Now my Texas has no spotting, so I'm going to try and get a little closer and see if I can actually help him out with that. Sitting on about 2,000 damage right now. Teams are pretty even. It looks like while a lot of our team did go toward A, they've somehow stagnated over there and are sitting in a cluster, which one of the MIA guys is pointing out on the mini-map. So now it looks like the Cleveland is going to head this way. I can't tell if he's going to be able to turn out in time, so it can't hurt to put shell or torpedoes out on him. You never know. Could get lucky and get a torped. So, but I don't think so. I think he's gonna beat my torps. But again, this Cleveland is proving very difficult to dispatch with. I did get a torp hit, and even with his planes up, it appears he wasn't able to get away from them all. So sitting on almost 10,000 damage, and I am hoping that my teammate, division mate, can maybe finish him off. And the Texas does finish him off, so I fire a bad set of torps here. I wasn't paying attention, and that's a little bit too close to that Cleveland, even though, and he's already pink, so surely not my intention, it's just a mistake. I get torps off, and just missed the DD. Of course, the DD finishes off our Cleveland, and yeah, you do not want to be in a gunfight with a Nicholas in a Kamikaze R, or a Kamikaze for that matter, but since I'm spotted and I don't have much of a choice, I fire back at him. At this point, the only damage I've really taken was from, I believe it was the Cleveland firing at my Omaha, or the Phoenix early on, and accidentally hit me. So my engine is damaged. I'm going to start heading back this way because, quite honestly, we're down 2 caps. The points are pretty even. We do have a 1 ship advantage, and it looks like we have a DD in the B cap, so at this point things could go both ways. I'm not gonna waste a whole lot of time facing these guys. I take that back. I seem to recall that I did waste some time. I think maybe even with this war spite. We'll see if this is the right video, but I seem to recall a game where there was a couple battleships and I chased them for a bit, torping them, and I'm guessing this is the game. It just feels like the game, to be honest, so I'm not 100% sure this is it. Here comes my friend and then Nicholas again. The CV has been a little absent over here, which is a good thing for me. And this battle, yeah, I do think this is the game that I did a little bit of battleship chasing and torping from behind. 2 things that I am not a big fan of. So we'll see. I put out torps, I smoke up. I believe I smoked up because the Nicholas was within detection range of me. And of course, as I smoked up, the Nicholas got taken out. And not only did I waste the smoke, but I gave my whole torpedo run away, and it looks like that war spite is going to turn out, and yeah, and I think this is where I oh yeah, actually I accelerated the video and sped it up, but I do try to chase this war spite down, and I am torping from behind, which is kind of funny because that never works. I mean, these are fast torpedoes, but I try, and I try again. 30-second cooldown or so, maybe 40 seconds, I think. 36 seconds, whatever it is. And I fire not a half dozen, but maybe 3 or 4 salvos, maybe 5. And at this point, I say, you know what, screw this. Our team is... The teams are even right now. Points are very close. And yeah, I get back to the center of the map, get into the B cap. My plan here is just to hold the cap. So I'm just kind of accelerating all this stuff just to eliminate some time in the game. So I apologize for the craziness and choppiness associated with speeding the game up, but things finally settled down and I'm by myself. My division mate is done. I do have the independents left. The enemy team has a Warspite, a Fuso, a Julio Cesar, and a CV. So yeah, I have 1 cap and 12,000 damage. Basically a horrendous And there goes our CV. He dies to the Julio Cesar, who was chasing him, apparently, or sniping him. I'm not even sure where he was when he got taken out, but yeah, so we're down a couple hundred points, 250 points, and I spot this Fuso backing up within torpedo range. Fires a salvo at him, and I think I'm gonna get a torp hit here. He dodged most of my torpedoes, though. Luckily for me, and unlucky for him, is my torpedoes have almost reloaded. Basically, in the time that it took for my torpedoes to get to him, at this close distance, I've got more torpedoes up, so I'm going to vacate my smoke. I'm assuming he's pushing into me, and I'm going to get the heck out of Dodge and continue to move towards that cap. And I get my torpedoes off. The CV put a plane over me. That does not make things easy for me. However, I do land 2 of my torpedoes, and the Fuso is flooding, I believe. He is flooding. So, we're still down a couple hundred points, but if I can finish him off, that would be huge. A fire would be nice, but he is still flooding. He is still flooding, and he goes down. He actually goes down to flooding. I get CV torpedo drops me. Fortunate enough to dodge those. Now at this point we have 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. I'm being told to cap A for the win. We can win, they're saying. Yeah, well, my intention isn't to lose. We do have a 100-point deficit. The red team is blaming the BB, who, you know, I don't know what else he could do. He had me spotted. He had planes in the area. He was just too close. And as I approach A, after having to go around this island, I get dropped again by the CV, this time with dive bombers, and I spot the CV. So this actually makes things a little bit more interesting. We have 1 minute and 20 seconds left. I doubt I can get in the cap, and even if I do take the cap, I don't think it's going to generate enough points. And they are in B, so I don't think capping wins, but I do think if I sink this CV, we got a chance. This is going to be tricky. I'm close, and I'm getting as close as I can. I know he was going to take some evasive maneuvers, and I'm hoping to catch him. And he's basically a full health CV, so if I can get a couple torp hits on him, and my first spread misses. My second spread, I get 1 hit, and my third set of torpedoes, I get another 2 hits. So they have about a 80-point lead. I think I get 90 points if I sink the CV. We have 20 seconds left, and when I edited this originally, I did a little slow motion at the end, so I'm just going to let it play out the way I had changed it. So literally, fire on him, 8 seconds, he drops on me. I kill him with 5 seconds. It gives us a 7-point lead. And that is all she wrote. The game ends with us a 4-point lead, and that was a Solo Warrior, 85,000 damage, 2 kills, 1 cap. A crazy win. Wish all games were like that. Top of the team, 1600 base XP, although not by any means a heavy carry. Just kind of a clutch play at the end for the win, so I'll take that any day. Nothing spectacular on the damage. The only 2 ships I sunk were the Independence and the Fuso, and I got 1 solo cap. So yeah, nothing spectacular, but a pretty cool ending. And of course, the ever elusive Solo Warrior. I've been fortunate. I think I've had 7 Solo Warriors, and I know a lot of people haven't. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and like, subscribe, blah blah blah.